What's up, Easy Bakers? So today we're going to be making McDonald's McRib sandwich. If you guys haven't already, follow me on Instagram at Darren Freeman. And if you want to be gang, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and that notification bell. So let's jump into the video. First, we're going to get started with our spices. I'm taking some smoked paprika, adding this to a separate bowl with some black pepper. I did use fresh ground black pepper, so yeah. And I'm also gonna have some brown sugar, salt, garlic powder, onion powder, some chili powder, cumin, all to this. And I believe I added my celery seed. Don't you guys worry. All of the ingredients measurements will be listed below in the description box for your convenience. So you're just gonna add all of your spices to a bowl and whisk that up. When I tell y'all this smells so good and looks so pretty, I just couldn't get enough. Now I'm gonna take my baby backs, chilies, baby back. Anyways, now I'm gonna take my little ribs and I'm going to remove the membrane. This is extremely important if you want to be able to kind of cut through it easily. And how you do that is you just take a little butter knife and you see the skin right there. You're just gonna slide that butter knife underneath it, honey, and get it out. So it's not too hard, but it's not like the easiest thing either. So don't let it fool you, child. So you're just gonna go ahead, gently remove that little membrane right there. And I did use a paper towel to kind of grip it because it was a little slippery. So you're gonna remove that, then move on to the next step. And I think this makes a perfect little game day get together. If you guys are having like a small crowd of people over, I think this will be kind of cute to, really say feed the folks y'all, something a little different, razzy dazzy. Now you're gonna take your dry rub and season your meat. Something that I like to do is push my, kind of like pat the seasoning into the meat so it can kind of stick a little better. And you're gonna notice that I'm getting all of this meat. When I tell you the sides, the corners, you want to get everything because you eat everything. And another tip that you want to do is flip your darn meat over and season both sides. We ain't got time for people not seasoning both sides of their meat, y'all. Why you got to season both sides, they say? It's because you'll eat both sides of your meat. But anyways, boo-boo, go ahead and season your meat. Then you want to wrap it up in your foil. I do let my meat sit in the refrigerator for a few hours, but that's not necessary if you really don't have time to do all that. But go ahead and wrap this up tightly in your aluminum foil. And you do want to make sure that you wrap your foil securely because the juices is going to keep your meat nice and tender and juicy. So it has been 3 hours. My meat is all nice and done. And I'm going to go ahead and remove all of the bones out of this meat because, yeah. And if you guys are going to use some type of barbecue sauce, I personally didn't use barbecue sauce because I'm not the biggest fan of barbecue sauce, and my kids just had barbecue sauce the night before, and I'm like, y'all don't need all this barbecue sauce, honey. Y'all will be fine. But yeah, you can also do a glaze to go on top of this like McDonald's, and I will leave the measurements for that and the instructions for that honey glaze in the description box, okay? So now you got your loaf bread. I got this little French bread for $1 at Wally World. So you're gonna go ahead and just cut that in half with your shredded knife and get yourself some butter. Melt your butter in the microwave, and you're going to just coat your bread with this butter because you're gonna toast it. So just like my meat, I'm going to butter both sides of this bread, baby, because you want both sides of it to be nice, crunchy, and goodness. And once I get done buttering it, I'm gonna stick it in the oven on the broiler, and I'm gonna keep an eye on it just until it starts to toast. So every oven is a little different. So just keep an eye on your bread until it becomes nice and toasty. So now we got everything else is done. You're gonna move on to your caramelized onions. McDonald's do not caramelize their onions. They put just regular raw onions on top of their meat. But us here at Easy Bakers, baby, we gonna caramelize these onions today. So only thing you do with that is add a little bit of vegetable oil or canola oil to a skillet. Put your onions in there, add a little salt to them, and you just let them cook. There are going to be a few different stages. So right now they're starting to sweat a little bit, which is perfectly normal. They're going to start turn translucent. Then they're going to get brown and even more brown. So this process can take you about 15 to 20 minutes. If you have that time, if you do not, you can definitely stop whenever you want to stop. You know, just pretty much depend on your taste. So I'm going to continue to let mine cook until I don't want them to cook anymore. And you guys do not have to continue to stir like this. It's just my preference. I kind of stir because I be in the kitchen singing to myself, and that's my thing. You know, stirring is my thing. So here they go. That's as caramelized as they're going to get for me. And with an iron skillet, it's going to continue to cook. So yeah, now you're going to try to put your meat on this loaf of bread without destroying it like this. But guess what? They still going to eat it. And you'll also put your little glaze on there. And like I said, I'll just put everything in the description box for you guys. Now I'm putting my onions on top of my meat, and you guys see how they continue to cook a little bit, so they're even browner than what they were. Come on, iron skillet. That's the best thing. One of the best things they made since sliced bread, an iron skillet, honey. Now put my other top, girl. Look at this. Look at this bread. Who child these carbs? But yeah, now you're gonna go ahead and slice and rice it up and serve it down. This fed at least like 5 people. If y'all greedy, make more than one, depending on how you're feeling. But you can do big old slices, so it kind of feeds a nice size family. That's 3 kids and two adults, girl. You'll be fine. So there you go right there, you guys. It's so nice and good, juicy, rum deboned sauce, honey. My take on McDonald's McRib sandwich. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really do appreciate you. Talk to you on my next video.